Hello everybody, just getting the game prepped. Since I have all these cards ready, I will switch over. Okay. I wonder what these potion cards. I think they're for solo only. Oh, so you still pick potions, but there's some solo specific ones? Hello everybody, it's Andrew from Twin Flame Adventurers. We are learning and playing for the first time Chemical Overload Solo. So I've played the game. I've played 2-player and I believe 3-player quite a few times, and me and Amber both really enjoyed this game. So I figured I'd give it a shot on the solo mode to see how that works. And I am trying to figure this out. They do have a separate solo rulebook specifically for this, and because we got the deluxe edition, it actually comes with a medium difficulty for the Spectre. So from what I've seen so far, we're going to be playing against an AI controlled character, and there is easy and medium difficulty. I like to think I have a pretty good grasp of how this game works. Of course, that could backfire very quickly. But I want to see if we can beat the medium difficulty. So we're just going to jump straight into medium. We're going to skip easy. See how bad it is. But what I do see is there are some solo-only specific potions. And I don't know if I'm intended to use those, because when it shows the central board for setup, all it says is... yeah, you're going to choose potion setup, just as you would normally, and position the 10 potion decks on the central board. So you're still going to have that central board of 10 potions. I just don't know if I'm required to use the solo ones, because it doesn't even show them on the example, which is a little confusing. Because the solo ones do seem to have an effect for the Spectre. Draw a random card from the middle of the Spectre deck. Gain the potion from the face-up Spectre card equal to the current... yeah, so there's like very specific potion effects. Okay. I wonder... okay, they do have recommended potions. including the new ones. Okay. Interesting. So we'll definitely go with one of these. So the question is, do we do contrary, lapidary, red-handed chemist, snake bitten, embrace the venom, or double coil and trouble? Oh, did we? Awesome. Well, if that happened now and I missed it, thank you for the sub. And if it was before, thank you all the same. All right, so let's see. And hi, babe. Red-handed chemist. That one has the potion of expunging. Okay. So we don't use this guy. We don't use this guy. We are going to be using that. I'm sorry, yep, expunging, not lurking. Yeah, I want to try the solo mode. And I actually had no idea, well, obviously we hadn't tried it before, but I didn't know how this was going to pan out. I didn't realize that there were, and we probably looked at it when we first opened it, but I forgot that there was like solo decks for, so it's AI controlled pretty much. Okay. We're gonna try the red-handed chemist set of potion. It's like top of my head. Oops. Okay, so we need lucky potion, minor. Okay, let's grab those. Lucky, minor victory, and cleansing and metamorphic. And I did say, I don't think you had joined quite yet, but because we got the deluxe version, we actually have a medium difficulty versus the easy. So I'm just jumping straight to medium and see if I'm going to get absolutely destroyed. But I was saying I like to think I have a pretty good idea of how this game works. Obviously, it can be very, very different with the AI, but I figured we'd give it a shot and see what happens. Okay, so we have minor and lucky. Need cleansing and metamorphic. Morphic. That guy. And for number 3, we already have expunging, and we need potion of choice. It also does say, which I don't recall them actually saying, at least when we saw them at the booth, but it says that there's going to be a hard difficulty, but that's going to be part of the expansion. So there's already a confirmed expansion that I somehow missed. Thanks, babe. Thank you. Potion of Greater Victory and Ruby Potion. Yeah, I hope they have a... I hope that expansion gets announced fairly soon. Ruby, I believe. Yes. Okay, and then the Chromatic and Love Potion are the last two. Chromatic. Love, I believe, is the difficulty 6. Yep, there it is. Okay. I think we have all of our cards. So the main thing we're going to have to figure out is how the AI cards work, so we know how they get controlled. Outside of that, the gameplay for this game has always been simple and easy to understand, and plays pretty smoothly, so I don't foresee this being super hard to manage. Kind of the AI's play and then mine as well. But this will be fun. I kind of hope, a part of me hopes I do get crushed, because I want to be invested in kind of like solving that puzzle. If there's like a little bit of a puzzle here in order to beat AI. But if we do beat it first try, you know, there's other sets of potions we can try, and we'll have that hard difficulty coming in the future. So while we're shuffling these, 2 birds, 1 stone. Starting deck is exactly the same as the multiplayer experience. We already got that. Okay. So you will take the first turn, and the Spectre takes their turn. From there, play proceeds as normal unless cards say otherwise. Your turn. You take your turn as normal, which includes 2 actions, as well as any possible free actions. List of actions is also available on player aid cards. Okay, that doesn't seem to have changed. Get this 3 shuffled. You can gain a coin, buy a flask, gain a chemical, create a potion. Each potion may be played once per turn. Free actions. Play a potion. Play a flask from your hand to your personal flask pile area. Does not count as one of your 2 allowed actions. Okay. And then the Spectre's turn. During the Spectre's turn, flip over the top card from the face down Spectre deck. The Spectre card will show you, or will show 10 potion locations corresponding with the potion decks on the central board. Based on the current toxin level, the Spectre creates the potion from the corresponding deck on the central board. Okay, if you make it through the entire 20 card Spectre deck, reshuffle the deck and continue play as needed. All right. So the example we have here. Oh, I see. So the colors of the toxins indicates which one they will be going for. So when they reveal this particular card, it goes on the bottom left there. It says over here, toxin level 0, toxin level 1, toxin level 2, and 3. And those colors that are highlighting the numbers correlate with the colors on the side of the board here for the different toxin levels. So 0, 1, 2, 3. So based on the current toxin level, it's actually going to indicate which card he's going to go for. So those numbers in 2 rows are just indicating the 2 rows of potions in the center. So it sounds like the Spectre doesn't actually need items or chemicals to create potions. The Spectre will create the level 3 potion from the deck and the position on the board. That's kind of insane. On the bottom of some of the Spectre cards, you will see the Spectre also gains victory point gems on their turn, in addition to creating a potion. Create a VP gem pile next to the Spectre deck. Okay, note, when a Spectre is instructed to create a potion and the toxin tracker is still at the start spot, the Spectre will create a potion as if it is level 0 currently. Okay. Alternatively, when the Spectre is instructed to create a potion and the toxin tracker is at the end spot, the Spectre will create a potion as if it's level 3 currently. Objective, to obtain the most victory points by the end of the game. Okay, so once you flip over the card from the Spectre deck, the Spectre will make the indicated potion by taking the potion from the central board and gaining all other cards that are required to create that potion from the piles on the central board. What the heck? So you're going to take the potion instructed by the Spectre card. See. Take the chemicals required. It takes the largest possible combination. For example, if the potion requires 2 sapphire essence and 4 jade, the Spectre takes double sapphire essence. triple liquid jade and a single liquid jade. If the double sapphire essence were gone, in this instance, the Spectre would take 2 single and triple and single. Okay, understood. See, step 2, take the flask that is required to make the potion. Okay. And step 4, place all those cards face down in a pile, which will be the Spectre's deck. This ends the Spectre's turn. What in the heck? Scoring. Your score is calculated as described in the main rulebook, page 11. To calculate the Spectre's score, you will follow the same rules as scoring your own. This seems crazy. So, they just straight up get to make potions and gain all of the materials, all the chemicals, and the flask needed. I don't know if those cards eventually have you interact with the Spectre's deck, but they're just generating potions. Do the potions just go into play right away? Or we're just reading these cards? So what if they get a potion that says draw a card? Like, how does that work? Oh. This is very odd. Sure, it'll make sense. Are these all? Yeah, these are all bad. Gotta shuffle that. And we do have some good ones in this pile here. So interesting. So I think that's the only thing we do is we draw the card, we do what the card says for them. And that's it. Well, okay. Oh yeah, it does show it there. First expansion coming soon. What? I don't see. Oh, they have a neoprene central board mat and neoprene player boards? What? Somehow missed that. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess that's it. So they don't actually use the potions as far as I can see. They will gain victory points associated with them. But yeah, they don't they're not using the potions. So I guess that's where it's a little bit more balanced. Like, they're not having crazy activations. This is so very, very different. All right. I think we are ready to get started here. So this is going to be the Spectre's deck. Yeah, this will definitely be interesting. I have this very, very close. Let me scoot that back a little bit. Yeah, it plays. So it does say I go first. And yeah, we just get to... So we're going to do our normal draw 5. And like I said a moment ago, the goal of the game is just getting the most victory points. So there's a lot of different ways to do that. Majority of that's going to be creating potions. Some of them have victory point values on the bottom of the cards. That will be worth that amount at the end of the game. And then some of them have additional effects that gain VP either throughout the game or have some kind of victory point gaining at the end of the game based on other requirements on those cards. So we're going to be acquiring chemicals, using the ones that we have in our base deck to get better versions that are worth more in terms of the chemical count. So this is worth 1 sapphire, this one's worth 2, this one's worth 3. So we can use multiple sapphires or multiple ashes to upgrade our chemicals and get better ones. And then that'll make creating some of these higher level potions a lot easier that are going to require a lot more chemicals as well. And then we're also going to need the flask, and it has to be the volume number that matches the potion number. So in order to make level 2 potions, I have to have a level 2 flask with the correct chemicals in order to do so on that same turn. The nice thing though is we have this flask kind of board location here. as we get flasks drawn in our hand, we can lay those down on the board and they will stay here until they are used, and that is a free action. So we can accumulate tons and tons of vials and just kind of have them stored here for future turns when we start to get the ball rolling a little bit. We do have a solo toxin deck as well, which is going to be different than the multiplayer toxin deck. I don't know what any of these cards do. I did not look at any of them. But as we move up the toxin track on the left-hand side, when we hit different thresholds, we are going to draw a toxin card anytime there is a toxin kind of card flip icon there. And those will have either instant effects or permanent effects until a new toxin card comes out to replace it. Outside of that is that's pretty much it. It's kind of a simple deck builder, but the potion variety and all of the different effects they have and combinations you can get with your kind of tableau of potions is where the game gets really, really interesting. I'm waiting for Badges to make the announcement that we're going. Ooh, good idea. I was actually thinking about saying something or like posting something about it, but I kind of had the same thought. I was like, yeah, it would be cool to actually have the badge. Oh. Don't have a fancy cup holder for my table yet, so gotta lean down to get my drink. Yeah, for picks. I'm like terrified to put this down here, but I need easy access. Okay. All right. So first turn. Let's see. We have Metamorphic Potion. Place a coin on this card. Destroy this card for a potion equal to the amount of coins or less. Yeah, so I did read somebody kind of asking about that, and they did say that you know, there still is a line even if you have your badge, because the problem is there's one single line getting into the building initially, like in the early morning, or you know, up until the early afternoon. And once you're in is where it separates. So then you have the badge line and you have the non-badge line. So you still have to wait outside if you get there late. But if you get there around like 9 o'clock, that's where you can kind of just like walk in and not have to worry about it. So even though we do have badges, we do have to get there early or we're going to be screwed. Yeah. And last time we got there at like 10 something, so we kind of got screwed over. Ooh, let me move this. Kind of overlapping on me a little bit there. We going ham. I'll pack the night before. We can leave once I get home. Yeah. We can leave. You can take a nap. Grab coffee when we get close. Just pop off. You know what I mean? Dude, I'm so freaking excited. Like, this is probably... Oh, man. Out of all the cons we've done, I'm really trying to think about this. Ooh. I think I was most excited for MagFest this year. But now that we've done PAX, now that I know you enjoyed it, and obviously we both really enjoy board games, and we're doing this whole thing, and we're going there with like way more experience under your belt, and like friends are going to be there, and we're going to go there all 3 days. I am like, this is probably the most excited I've been for a con. Like, usually it's like when it gets really close I start to get hyped, but I've been like dying. I've been like itching to go for the last the last like month. Yeah. And there's so much we didn't even do. Like, I feel like we did not have a good amount of time to really, really enjoy it. And not just enjoy the con, but enjoy like Philly. Like, it felt very rushed. So I'm excited for this time. Okay. So we drew triple sapphires and two crimson ash. We could buy a flask. So one of the actions we can do is buy a flask, and the level 2 flasks are actually free. So I could acquire a level 2 flask, and I could make a level 2 potion. Whoa, cleansing potion is... Oh, it's Yume. That card scared me for a second there. I think we do that. So I think we're gonna... Oof. Acquiring a potion is also an action, isn't it? That stinks. Because I would like to use my triple. I think we go for upgrades here. Like, I want to be greedy and make a potion right away, but there's no guarantee I'm going to draw a hand like this. So I'm going to use my 2 Crimson Ash to get a Crimson Ash double. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm reading that wrong. So I forgot, for the Sapphire, it's actually 3 that's needed for the level 2. So I will use my triple Sapphire to get a level 2 Sapphire Essence. Sapphire Essence double. I forget. I know potions go on the top of your deck, but I forget about chemicals, so I'll have to double check that. And then with our 2 Crimson Ash, our second action, we don't have the flask we need. We do know that we have 2 level 2 flasks to start the game. So I think I'm going to take a coin, which doesn't sound super exciting, but as of right now, there is Lucky Potion that helps us gain a coin every turn. But yeah, let me see here. Here's the normal rule book. I just want to verify that when we get the chemical, whether we keep it or if it does go in our discard pile. It's been a while, so I want to make sure I am not doing that incorrectly. Okay, let's see. Pay the cost indicated on the bottom left of the chemical card using the chemicals from your hand. Place the used chemicals in the play area and your newly acquired chemical on top of your draw pile. Okay, cool. And I believe potions are the same. Yep. Okay, cool. Yeah. Okay, so we're going to keep our Crimson. This goes on top of our draw pile since we just acquired it. And this is one thing that not a lot of deck builders do. Some that I've been recently playing have, but I love that. I love when you get to acquire a card and immediately put it on top of your draw pile. So there's a little bit more strategy there. Like in most deck builders, once it hits your discard pile, especially when you get later in the game, there's no guarantee that thing's coming out anytime soon. And a lot of the times it'll kind of get lost in the shuffle, quite literally. And then you just don't get to use it. And it feels crappy. Where here it's like, oh my god, that potion seems really powerful. You get to put it on top of your deck. Next turn you draw it and you get to use it. So I love that aspect of it. To me, it makes it far more interesting. So I'm going to keep my Crimson Ash here. I'm going to draw 3 more because you draw up to 5. And it looks like we have triple Crimson and triple Sapphire. So now, let's see what the AI does. It's going to be the first time he goes. So, let's see, we are currently, it says act as if we are in level 0 if we are not moved up yet, which we haven't. So he is going to acquire the minor victory potion, which is unfortunate because he is going to get a victory point with that. So that goes there, and that requires 2 Sapphire, so he takes 2 Sapphire away. And it says, if potion pile is empty, Spectre gains VP. It is not, so he does not gain a VP. Alright, so that was pretty simple. That's his turn. That is the Spectre's turn. Alright. See what we got here. We still didn't draw our vials, which kind of feels bad. We don't have any greens yet, but we do have triple, and it might be a good time to upgrade our chemicals again. Oof. Let's do... Oh man, I don't think you can split essences. Like, I couldn't use one sapphire for one thing, one sapphire for another. I'm pretty sure. So, we're just going to do it anyway, though. So we're going to do one crimson, one sapphire, one crimson, one sapphire, even though it's a double, to get 2 liquid jades. Because these guys can be pretty hard to get, and you don't start with any. So that is both of our actions. And... oh, we could have also did that. Oof, man, so many options. Okay, so I'm going to draw up to 5. I'm going to keep that Crimson Ash. 4, 5. Okay, so we got our flask now. That discard pile stays there. And we're going to draw for him. Yay. So we got... Spectre Creates. Is going to be doing the 0. So he will... if the push pile is empty, it is not. So he's going to acquire a potion of choice. So he takes a red and 2 blues. And he's going to like wither away at these chemicals. So like this incentivizes me to upgrade my chemicals as fast as possible. Because he's going to start robbing them. Which is going to make it a lot more difficult. And when those piles start to run out and he needs to acquire... I guess potions, and the potion stack is empty, he gains VP that way. So that's a little terrifying. We're going to lay both our level 2 flasks down. Or level 2, yeah. Volume 2 flasks. And we have double Jade Crimson. Ooh, I actually wish I had Sapphire right now. Not ideal. Oh, but we can do Metamorphic. Which could be potentially really good later on. Man, I remember how crazy Ruby Potion was. Yeah, I kind of want to maybe go for that. Metamorphic kind of stinks, though, because you also destroy the card once you officially use the coins on it to trade in for another card. That could be very good for cards that have very high costs that are difficult to get. But yeah, you're kind of trading in for a card that's temporary and then getting a new one. Oof. A lot of things need jades, so once I use both of these, I don't have a ton of options here. But our deck is still small, so there is still plenty of opportunity to redraw them. So we're going to do a double jade and a level 2 flask, and we're going to make a metamorphic potion, and that is a table. So with table cards, I believe they immediately go out, but I don't think I can use them. And I'm actually going to move the Spectre deck over here because this is where our table cards are supposed to get laid out. Just so we save ourselves the mess of having to move everything over later when we have a lot more going on. And here's our... just to show off this ridiculously massive solid coin that we got for getting the deluxe edition. This thing is awesome. This is just a first player marker. Unnecessary, but love it. Okay. So that'll be another kind of rule check really fast. Take the top downmost card, place it directly on the table in your table area, or face on top of your draw pile. The location of where the potion goes is indicated at the bottom middle of the potion. Oh, we got a Jupy at our feet. It really is. Okay, so that does go out immediately. And that says I can place a coin. Oh, you have to choose one. Place a coin on this card, then destroy this card for a potion equal to the amount of coins or less. Okay, so you can only place a coin, and then on a consecutive turn, you can then use that, or you can continue to stack coins. So you can't do both actions in the same turn. That makes sense. All right. So we still have our liquid jades. We are definitely going to keep those. We had a Crimson Ash. I'm going to discard the one that I had. I drew one. Need to shuffle my discard and then draw 2 more. Oh man, you know we have to play that Hero Realms. I bought all those Hero Realms cards or decks, and we played it once and you beat me. But there's campaign, and they're like mini campaigns. It's not like a full-blown thing, but there's like boss fights you can do and play co-op. So I draw 1 more. That's going to be our hand. See what the AI is going to do. So I apologize. That should have moved up 1 because I did make a toxic potion, which means we're going to draw our first toxin card. We'll do that first. And because we are in toxin level 0, we're going to do that bottom effect there. All right. The bottom one says the next potion the Spectre creates is gained by you instead. Whoa, that's sweet. I was not expecting that. Oh, but he also, with that card, he gains a VP. Well, he'll have his little VP pile there. He is sitting at 1 VP. All right. Ooh. It doesn't seem that good. The potion of expunging. Oh, I do get to draw. Okay, so I draw a card and I destroy a random card from the middle of the Spectre's deck. Destroy? I don't think I've ever seen the word destroy in this game. Is that like straight up removing the card from the game, or is it just removing it till it gets shuffled? Then you may destroy a random card from the middle of the Spectre's deck. To do this, leave the Spectre's deck face down, remove a card from the closest you can get to the middle of the deck without looking at the face up side of the cards. Destroy the card. You may look at it if you choose before it's destroyed. Like, is that out of the game? That seems crazy. Huh. Yeah, I don't really know. I don't know what destroying means. It doesn't clarify. Like, does that mean it's getting discarded? It just says before it's destroyed, you can look at it. It sounds very intense. Okay. Okay. Well, we do have a flat... Oh! I held on to that. I should have... Or did I redraw that? I may have messed that up. I am not sure. Okay. So we could acquire a level 3 flask and then make that. That card also says destroy. Did we ever... Do you remember our destroying cards when we played, babe? Goopy. Okay, here, keywords, destroy. If a card specifies that it is to be destroyed, it must be removed from play and placed in the designated area for destroyed cards, such as a destroyed pile outside of the game area or returned to the game box. Whoa, so it straight up removes cards from the game. I don't remember ever doing that. That is a bit extreme. So what I definitely want to do, it's not the most efficient use of my chemicals right now, but I'm going to make a level 2 chemical. I'm going to make the Lucky Potion. And that is a card that will get tabled. So that lets me gain a coin, and that's free. And that is incredibly important because in order for me to get some of those higher level flasks and also be able to even use my metamorphic potion efficiently, I need to acquire coins, and I would rather not use an action to do so, or double down and use an action and use that to get 2 coins, possibly 3 coins in a single turn. So we're going to make that. The last, yes, to play a potion for me. Okay. I was trying to see if I get to use potions immediately. At the end of your turn, you draw up to 5 cards. Sometimes you will draw flasks that were previously. Nope. Like deck potions are not discarded at the end of your table. Potions will stay on the table in your table area. Okay. Where the potion is indicated. I think it. I didn't see it specify, but I believe I can use the potion effect right away once it's out. You can use each potion effect once a turn. It does not say it enters play like on cooldown or anything like that. So I am going to acquire a coin with that card, and then I will place a coin on Metamorphic for free. So my first action was creating that level 2 potion. And now all we have are these 2 guys, which we can't really do much with. So, I think we will... Man, acquiring a coin just feels bad. Gain double Crimson Ash. Oh, I forgot how good that card is. So, I'm going to spend a coin to get a level 3 flask. And man, there's like so many like little specific things I'm not remembering. When I get a flask, does that go on top of the pile or does that immediately go on the board? I think it goes on. Okay. Place a newly bought flask face up on the table in your personal flask pile. There you go. Okay. I'm remembering some of these things correctly. And that's going to be both my actions. So now I need to decide if I want to keep any of these guys. I think for now we will. I don't have anything crazy. 3, 4, 5. Okay, now he's gonna go. Okay, so we are still in 0. If potion pile is empty, he gains. He does not. But he is going to gain the potion of choice. However, oh yeah, the toxin, the next potion the Spectre creates is gained by you instead. So I gain the potion of choice, and that's going to go on top of my pile. And I do want to verify, okay, his second potion was not toxin, but his first one was. So we actually should be on number 3 right now. So I just acquired a toxin potion because of that. I created one earlier, and then the first one he made was also a toxin or a toxic potion. So that doesn't affect anything, thankfully, because we didn't get to that next notch, but we should be on number 3. So we went ahead and fixed that. All right, so now it's going to be my turn. We are short. Oh, since he did during his turn, I don't get to draw it yet. That's unfortunate. We do have a lot of Crimson Ash. You know what? We are going to use our level 2 flask and 2 Crimson Ash in order to make a cleansing potion. I want to get more card draw. And then I think we're going to use a Sapphire and a Crimson Ash in order to get a Liquid Jade. And keep what we have for now. And we're going to draw up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Right. And then he's going to go. Okay. So we're still on 0. Not for much longer. Okay, so he's going to acquire a potion of choice again. So this time he will get it. And that requires a Crimson Ash and 2 sapphires. So he will take a double. That just goes there. And that was not a toxic potion, so we are good on that front. All right. So now we have a lot of potions that we can use. So first we'll start with the potion of choice. We can choose one, gain a double Crimson Ash, a double Sapphire Essence, or a single Liquid Jade. Oh man. Everything is useful right now. I think we're going to go with the Crimson Ash. There is a 5 Crimson Ash card. And there's a couple double Crimson Ash. There's 3 of them, actually. So having that extra double Crimson Ash will be useful for creating a lot of our potions. So that'll go on top of the deck. That was a free action. It was a potion. And then we're going to use Cleansing Potion, which lets us draw a card. And then I can destroy a card tabled or in hand. So if there's anything I wanted to get rid of, you know what? We're actually going to get rid of our base. We're going to destroy a base Crimson Ash to try to clear our deck and hopefully rotate and get some of those better cards quicker. So that was another free action. Now, anything good we can make here? Man, we could almost make a ruby potion. Oh yeah, we're also going to use our lucky potion here so we get our free coin. Can't forget that. That's very important. Oof. Chromatic potion. That sounds pretty cool. Draw a card. And really need blues as well. So we do have like just kind of chunky victory point cards. Just a straight up 5 victory point card is pretty nice. But we definitely want to get ruby potions. Ruby potions are insane, and I remember them being insane. So I think in that case, I want to shoot for getting a ruby potion. I'm going to use my second action to acquire another coin, and then I'm going to use my metamorphic potion effect to lay one of those coins on that card. We can start building that up. So that was both of our actions, and I'm going to hold on to what I have. Hoping for a sapphire. So we are in a good position. We could, yeah, we could make a ruby potion next turn. So let's see what he does now. Okay, so same thing again. Yikes. Guy is just hoarding these things. Okay. Take a double. Right. My turn. We're going to gain our free coin with Lucky Potion. And then I think we're going to use both of our coins here to buy a level 4 flask. And we will use a Liquid Jade, Double Ash, a Sapphire with the level 4 in order to make our Ruby Potion. That is a deck card, so that'll go on top of our deck. And it is toxic, so it's going to go ahead and bump us up. And now we are in level 1. Okay. So the new toxic card that we drew is Infectious. Whenever you create a toxic potion, gain 1 VP. And that should be for both of us, I believe. So yeah. I wish I would have had that 1 turn sooner, but that is okay. Now, do we want to keep these? We could possibly make a lucky potion next turn. Do we want to try to get our other cards drawn rather than making something rather small? If we did Potion of Expunging, that does give us card draw. It is another toxic card, which would get us a victory point. Or even try to go for Potion of Greater... Well, we definitely want to keep the Liquid Jade. I think we're going to get rid of the Sapphire and just draw up to 5. 1, 2. We're at 3 there. Okay. 4, 5. All right, nothing super crazy here. And he will go. Now we are at level 1. So he's gonna make a lucky potion. And he also gains a VP. Alright, so guy is a green and a blue. Okay. That's gonna be my turn. We're gonna go ahead and do Ruby Potion right away. We are absolutely gonna gain 5 coins. And then we're going to, so we get to choose 2 with this card. It's gain a VP, gain 5 coins, or gain any double chemical. So we're gonna do gain 5 coins and gain any double chemical. And we're gonna go for the Liquid Jade. We're going to put one of our coins on Metamorphic Potion. We're also going to gain an additional coin from Lucky Potion. We are still at 5, which is awesome. So we have a single green. Oh, we do have options here. I just don't know how useful it is to destroy his cards. Hmm. 2-1-1. I think we do that again. So we did that card, we did this card, this card. We have not done any actions yet. So I'm going to use my first action to buy a level 4 flask. And then I'm going to use the level 4 flask with double ash, jade, and a sapphire to make another ruby potion. Because why not? So that's both of our actions. We do have a sapphire left. I think we'll just keep that for now. So we got 2, 4, 5. We got a lot of jades. Okay. All right. So here we go. He's going to take the chromatic potion. So, because he is getting a toxic potion, he gets a VP until that toxin card is removed. So that will bump that up again. And that's going to take a double ash, double crimson ash, double sapphire, and a single jade. All those are gone. Alright. Alright, we got a ton of jades here. First, we'll use our ruby potion. We will gain 5 coins. Again. And then we'll probably gain another double. That's interesting. This one makes your opponent draw a card. I don't know if they would do that. But I'm assuming they would gain the VP. Okay, so do we want to gain a VP or gain any double? Oof. Gain a double ash. Now we have 4 liquids. Liquid jades. If we had one more, we could get a triple. Unfortunate. There's a blue-green we can make out there. Ooh, there's a triple green blue. So that was the free action. We're going to go ahead and put a coin on this guy. We're going to gain a coin for Lucky Potion. We're going to spend 2 coins. Yeah, we're going to spend 2 coins, get a level 4 flask. And then we're going to use 3 jade, 1 sapphire, and the level 4 flask in order to create the potion of greater victory. That is going to bump up the toxin, but I am going to get a victory point myself for creating a toxic potion. And that is worth 5 victory points. So we got a good chunk there. And we got a jade left. I think we keep it. Buddy. Alright, AI goes. Okay, we're still number 1, so he's going to do the top right. If the potion pile is empty, he gains a point. It is not. So he is taking a potion of expunging. The double sapphire. And a liquid jade. Man, I need to grab some sapphires because he is draining that. That is also toxic. So that'll bump that up. He's going to get another victory point. Okay. Let's lay our level 2 flask down. Okay, cleansing potion. You may draw a card. Sorry, draw a card. You may destroy a card tabled or in hand. Okay, we got another sapphire. I don't really have anything I want to destroy. We will play the potion of choice. Gain a double crimson, sapphire, or a single liquid jade. You're gonna do a sapphire because that pile is getting low. I don't like that. I'm also going to gain a coin from Lucky Potion, and then I'm going to spend the 4 coins on Metamorphic Potion. Oh, do I do that though? Or do I put a 5th one on? Maybe not, maybe not. Let's see. So the level 5 potion. We could get a level 4, which would just be 5 more victory points. Chromatic lets chemical cards be used as any color this turn. That's pretty nice. For Love Potion, draw 3, gain 3. Each opponent draws a card and gains 1. Like, Love Potion seems pretty good. I think we go for... I think we save for Love Potion. So, we are not going to use that. Instead, we're going to put another coin on that guy. Okay, so we still haven't done any of our main action. I keep getting exactly enough to make the ruby potion. Like, I'm just stockpiling. So I think we're just gonna have so many level 4 flasks though, which is gonna feel bad. But we will trade this in for a 5 singles. We're gonna spend 2. Get a level 4 flask. And we have exactly enough. So we got the double crimson, a jade, and a sapphire with the level 4 to create another ruby potion, which was toxic. So that is going to move that up. And I would have gained a victory point for that right before that effect ends, because now we're going to get a new one. Yay, so this is our new toxic card, Ruthless, and we are now on level 2. So, cannot gain chemicals. This includes the Spectre. Oh. Dear God. I hope I have enough. I was not expecting that. So hopefully our deck is good enough at this point. Lay down a level 4 flask from our hands. Oh, I'm sorry. I am skipping his turn entirely. So that was the toxin level, but now he goes. So he can no longer gain chemicals. We are now in level 2. So he's gonna get a love potion. Oh shoot. So he's gonna do a triple, then a double, then a single for that 5. Because they always go for the highest value first. And then a single jade. Okay, and that is toxic as well. Oh wait, he doesn't gain chemicals. Oh jeez. Let's just reverse that real quick. But he does gain the potion. The potion still gets made. So it is toxic. It is going to move up. We are getting closer and closer to the end of the game here. Because that is just getting pushed up. And the higher toxic level we're getting, the higher cards he's going for, which is just going to speed run this whole thing. So let's get a coin with our lucky potion. Let's put another coin on our metamorphic. We're going to lay our level 4 flask down. Oh god. I do have a triple J. Okay, I do have that. Okay. So for this guy, I can't gain chemicals. So I'm going to gain a VP. And I'm going to gain 5 coins. Then we have a lot of coins here. I don't think we need to buy any more level 4 flasks because we're definitely going to draw more. We have like 3 or 4 in the deck. So I don't think we do that this turn because that's kind of a waste. I'm trying to think of the biggest chunks of VP we can get right now. The Potion of Greater Victory is definitely kind of the move. I don't see anything. I don't see any crazy combinations. A lot of these were helping us acquire coins and chemicals and getting some card draw. Metamorphic, man, it is just, even getting it early on, it's such a slow buildup. Since you can only do 1 coin a turn, so it's probably not worth it at this point to get another one of those. Because I don't foresee us having 6 more turns. And level 6 flasks are worth 2 victory points. I think coins are worth victory points at the end of the game. I do not remember exactly how that pans out. And love potions, I want to get them sooner than later because we're not going to be able to benefit from that draw 3, gain 3 victory points very often unless I get more of those cards in my deck. This is tough. All right, so one thing we're definitely going to do is we're going to do our triple jade and our double sapphire. We're just going to use one of these guys with our level 4 flask. And we're going to get another potion of greater victory. And that immediately goes to the table. So we got another 5 victory points there. Then, I think in preparation, so this guy is going to get us a love potion for free. For sure. We're probably going to get another level 4 flask out, so I don't think we're going to spend our coins on that. Chemicals, oof. Like, Chromatic could be good for getting another love potion because it'll allow us to mix and match. So we could buy a level 5 flask and kind of hope that we get enough to acquire that. Okay, so that's 4 coins. Let's go ahead and do that. We have a good amount of coins here. So we got a level 5 flask, and that's worth 1 victory point at the end, so it's not too bad. Okay, and yeah, we are still in the phase of cannot gain any chemicals this round. Alright. So we got Vector creates. He's going to gain a victory point, and because we are in level 2, he's going to get a potion of expunging. So we'll get him a victory point. And the nice thing is this is not a toxic potion. He is just about drained the Sapphire level 2s. But he doesn't get to move that tracker up. That's good. What is over here? I feel like I have another pile of cards. Wait, what? Oh god. What have I done? What is happening? Why is this over here? Oh no. I wasn't paying attention. I don't know why I have 2 piles of cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Why is that over there? This is mine, right? It does seem to be. And I have my discard pile over here. I feel like I'm going insane. I have no idea why that was separated. All right, we're gonna put that in the pile, draw from what was there, and then we have our discard pile. No, this giant stack is his. That's just been kind of like building up throughout the game. But there was one right next to the mat, and then I had like a few left over on the mat. So this is the discard. I'm guessing these just were not. I don't know what happened there, but it did look like my cards. Absolute chaos. Okay, so we're gonna do Ruby Potion. It did. He's like, I had enough of this. Oh, I feel bad. Okay, so I gain a VP. And I'm going to gain 5 coins because I still cannot gain a chemical. Then I'm going to gain a VP. And then I'm going to gain 5 coins. Same exact reason. And then we have a Sapphire, a Jade, and double Crimson, which once again could get us a Ruby Potion. I am not trying to do this. Oof, but if we get one more Sapphire, we can make a Chromatic Potion. I don't really like the options that we have right now. We are going to go ahead and turn that in. And that is going to destroy this card. And we are trading in 6 coins on the Metamorphic to make a Love Potion. So that'll go on top of the deck. And that was toxic, so that's going to move that guy up. Okay. And we're going to gain a coin with our Lucky Potion. Yeah, they were in here for a bit. I don't know how that happened, but that's all right. No big deal. Let's see. I don't have a level 2 flask. All right, we are going to spend 7 and get 3 back because we gave in 10 in order to make a level 6 flask. 2 victory points, and it allows us to create a Love Potion if we end up getting enough. We still have a healthy amount of coins here. These Ruby Potions are giving us a lot of buying power. So that was one of our main actions. And then I think we're going to buy another level 6 flask because we just have so much money that I don't see why not. that's both of our actions. We could keep these cards. I'm actually going to get rid of the Sapphire and hope I get more Crimson. And I can make a Ruby or a Love Potion myself. Get 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we got a lot of flasks, which is unfortunate. That's not what we were hoping for. Okay, so we got Spectre Creates again. If potion pile is empty, gain 1 VP. It is not. We are in level 2. So he is going to make a Chromatic Potion. He still cannot acquire any chemicals, but he does make the potion regardless, and the toxic level does go up. Okay, we're going to lay down our level 4 flask here, our level 2 flask. We have a little bit of everything. Hold on 1 second. Ooh. Alright, we're back. Sorry, we had a wild Jupy jump up, and there was a lot of wires and a lot of stuff going on, and a little scary. Okay, so we lay down our flasks, buddy. Down in mommy's chair. We're gonna go ahead and play. No space up here, bud. You can say hi to Jupy for a second. Hurry! Oh! I don't know if you can see him super well. Yeesh. Hit the Jupies. I wonder if the mic will pick him up. Yeah. No one's down here, so this is the most risk-taking I'm gonna take. Down, buddy. You gotta lay down, bud. Okay. So we're gonna lay our Love Potion down, which lets us gain 3 VP. They will draw a card and gain a VP, so he will gain 1. And then we're also going to draw 3 cards. So, 1, 2, 3. Got another level 4 flask to lay down. And we did not get the ash that we needed. But we do have enough to make a chromatic. We got double ash, double sapphire, and a liquid jade with a level 5 flask. So we'll do that. And that's going to get us the chromatic potion. That is toxic, so that's going to move that guy up. And we will be able to use that card next turn. We'll use our lucky potion to gain a coin. And I don't know if we want to keep this. I think we'll keep the sapphire for now. Four, 5. Lots of Crimson Ash that time. And then we're going to draw a new toxic card. We did move it up to level 3 now. Trying is trying. Okay. It says place 1 VP on each potion deck. When gained, you or the Spectre gain the VP. Okay. That's kind of cool. A little bit of incentive, even for like some of the basic ones now. There's a little bit of an incentive to acquire that for that victory point. Okay, and then it's going to be his turn. So he's going to get a victory point right here. So now we are in level 3. So he's going to make another chromatic potion, and he gains a VP. So he's going to gain a VP from the card. Then he's going to gain a VP for creating the card. We can also get chemicals again. So he's going to get the last double sapphire, another double crimson, and a single liquid. And it's also toxic, so that's going to move it up. And we are 2 toxic potions away from ending this game. I actually have no idea if I am even remotely close to winning or losing, because it's going pretty quick. All right, so our turn. Let's go ahead and use our lucky potion first, get our free coin. This one is the one that lets us use chemical cards as any color this turn. But we don't have a lot, which is the unfortunate part. It does say we get to draw cards until we receive a chemical, so ideally we do not draw a chemical right away, so we can just keep drawing. And unfortunately we do. And we have exactly 5 chemicals, because none of these are doubles, so we cannot make the love potion, which would have been awesome. Oh man, that is unfortunate. However, we could count these as anything, so we could use all 5 and make a level 3 a triple liquid jade, which is worth 2 victory points at the end of the game, but that would be using all of our cards for 1 action. When we could make 2 potions with a cost of 5 total. Oh, we could make another potion of greater victory, but that's going to move the toxic level up. Oh man, if we would have got a double chemical in this hand, that would have given us so much buying power with being able to use these as any color. That sucks. But I would get, man, I would get 6 VP for making that. I think we're gonna do that. Because I can't make a love potion. I think it's my best bet with the game kind of coming to an end here. So we're going to spend 4. We'll do these 4. And we're going to use a level 4 flask. And we're going to make a potion of greater victory. So we gain that victory point that was on it. That's going to go right on the table. It's worth 5 victory points. Toxin level is going to go up. And we have 1 Crimson Ash left. I'm just going to go ahead and discard that. So we are 1 card away from this, 1 potion, 1 toxic potion away from this game ending. And it might happen right here. Oh, I did miss another small thing. Whoever pushed it to 3 would have gotten a victory point. So I don't know, I don't recall if that was me or the AI. So that will be something I'll have to kind of circle back and watch the recording on. If this ends up being a 1-point game, I will verify who did that, or if anybody else saw it or catches it, feel free to let me know in the comments. And I will post that as a comment on the video. If this ends up being a 1 victory point game. So we are going to go ahead and draw our 5. Or 5. Nothing crazy. And then we're going to draw his card. So this could be it. And it does look like it is. And it is a great kind of ending turn for him as well, which is unfortunate. So because it is level 3... Oh man, that's bad. He is going to make a chromatic potion again. That's going to push that up. which gets him 3 victory points for being the one to push it up. And we'll acquire what he can here. And that'll go on top of his deck. And that is the end of the game. So I know there was a little bit of a mishap there where I feel like my drawing deck for whatever reason was separated. So I don't I am curious to like rewatch and see what happened there. I don't know if that's like I got up or I went to do something and just totally missed that. But yeah, outside of that, the only thing really missing was that 1 victory point when someone pushed it to level 3. I don't know if that was me or the AI. So like I said, if this ends up being a 1-point game, you know, that could be the deciding factor, and I will verify that. But outside of that, I think we played everything else correctly. And he did acquire a lot of victory points, so I have no idea where this is going to go. It does seem like a lot of the cards that came out never... yeah, we did have one. So a lot of the cards that would have drawn potions of greater victory for him, they came out later in the game when he wasn't... or we were not in the level 0 toxin range. So that actually ended up working out for me, where he didn't acquire a lot of those, which would have been huge victory point jumps. We never ran out of potions here. We did get close on the chromatic front, but the game ended much faster than I expected. So let's go ahead and tally everything up. See if victory points, or rather coins, are worth victory points. Okay, scoring. Victory point gems collected throughout the game. Potions that reward victory points during end game scoring. And victory points in the bottom right of all your cards owned. Okay, so nothing is said about coins. Ah, coins are brought up in case of a tie. So if I did happen to tie, I would win because he doesn't acquire coins. Okay, so let's count his first. Got all these little gemmies. Oh, all these little guys. So he got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 victory points there. See? Try to bring this in a little bit. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Okay. So I believe he got 16 points. He did not have any potions. There were no potions in this game that gave you victory points at the end of the game. There were use effects on potions, but he doesn't use those. And he did not have any potions of greater victory, so 16. I don't recall what like a high scoring game is in this. It's been a while. But I don't know if that is super, super high. Oh my gosh. I think there is something I did miss. So he's at 16 currently. And I'm going to double check. When he acquires a potion, I think he also takes the flask. Yep, take the flask that is required to make the potion. So thankfully this is easy for us to kind of double check. Okay, I believe he was at 16. 12. I'm going to double check. 13. 14, 15, 16. Okay, so he's at 16. So what we're going to do is we're just going to look at the level of the potions that he has. And the only ones that matter are level 5 potions and level 6 potions, because those flasks are worth victory points. So we'll just add those up. So he's at 16 right now. So we're looking for level 5s and level 6s. Okay. So level 5 would be an additional, so he's at 17. This is going to be an additional 2, so 19. Another 1, so 20. 21. 22. Okay, so he got 22 points. 22 points. Including all those guys. Okay. I think we did pretty good. I think we're all right. So we're going to go ahead, leave these guys out. Anything. Okay, so let's count our loose ones here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we had 15 from the Potion of Greater Victories. So we're already at 24. So we already won by a decent amount. But we're also going to go ahead and just add up the rest. So we're at 24. Okay. Guys are not worth anything. 4. Okay, that is going to be 25. Pre-organize these. Okay, so 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. So we ended the game with 30. He ended with 22. So we won by 8. So even if he did get that victory point from bumping up to the 3rd toxin level, it would be 29 to 23. I still won by a decent margin. So yeah, that is Solo Chemical Overload. As I sort this out, I'm going to go ahead and just switch over, kind of give you my thoughts of my first playthrough. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, that was Chemical Overload Solo. We tried it on the medium difficulty right off the bat. There's easy and medium if you had the deluxe edition, and there's going to be a hard difficulty if you get the first expansion that comes out. I don't know when that is being released, but they did reference it in their rulebook, and there is some cover art for it already, so it is something that they started working on, I'm guessing either during or right after finishing up this game. Yeah, the solo mode was pretty neat. It's not, you know, with these types of games, I feel like they're made for multiplayer, like kind of having that opponent seeing what you need or what you're going for, and then, you know, snatching it from underneath you, getting that victory point before you do, or maybe, you know, getting ahead of you and creating that build before you finish creating the build and getting those victory points. That kind of back and forth aspect of it, I feel like is what makes this kind of game really shine. It is a pretty neat mode. I do like the fact that it is an option that you get to play. There's a lot of RNG and randomness involved with playing with the AI, where I feel like you could get unlucky versus like playing poorly, or you could get very lucky and have like a pretty easy time. You know, just looking at a lot of the cards that we had here, there were a handful that he would have acquired the Potion of Greater Victory when it was on level 0 of the Toxin track. And there were 2 of those. And that was the card that I was most fearful of him getting. There was also a Toxin level 2 one of him getting it. There's 3 of the level 0s on 4. So I feel like that alone would have made the results of this game vastly different, because it is just straight up 5 victory points. You know, they're not really utilizing the cards, the potions themselves, That aspect I'm not a huge fan of. I wish it did interact with the potions a little bit more outside of just acquiring the chemicals that they need and the flasks that they need to create them. So it does feel like half of the game is missing when it comes to the AI component. They don't really engage with what makes this game really shine. You know, they kind of just gather a bunch of cards and they kind of just sit there for them to be tallied up at the end of the game. And it kind of slows, like it prevents you from possibly making certain potions because they're making the same ones and getting them ahead of time and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I would like to see some aspect of the game that allows the AI to maybe occasionally draw a hand. Like maybe they draw 5 and the first potion that's drawn they get to use. I don't know. I don't know like the best way to make that work, but something that allows them to interact with the potions that are selected, because I don't really see what the difference would be here playing with a new set of potions if half of them don't really have any use for the AI themselves. Like a level 2 potion that lets you gain a coin or draw a card, when the AI does it, like it doesn't do anything. So yeah, that's kind of my biggest gripe. It did flow, like the level of admin that was necessary in order to control their turn and play their turn before you can jump into yours is very, very quick. There's really not much you're doing outside of just seeing what potion it makes, grabbing the cards that are associated with it, and then moving it on over and starting your turn. So I do like the simplicity of controlling the AI and not having to overthink, or you know, there weren't too many things that I was super confused on. A lot of the rules that I've forgotten were just from not playing the game for a while, not really because of like difficult rules being a part of the game. But yeah, generally speaking, I would definitely recommend this game in a 2 to 4 player environment. This is one of my favorite and one of our favorite deck builder games, and this one we just bought purely off of theme and mechanics. We had no idea how it was going to play out, but man, it is a fantastic game even at 2 players. I have so much fun playing this every single time. Solo, I would say it's a nice addition, but you can tell it wasn't the focal point of the game. It's kind of the best way I can put it. It's nice if you want to get it out and you have nobody to play with. There's something you can do there, and there's like a little bit of a race. But like I said, it just doesn't feel like you're really experiencing half of the game. Like half of it just feels like it's missing there. So yeah, that's what I would say, and I think that's going to be it for tonight, guys. I hope you enjoyed this solo playthrough of Chemical Overload. If you've never seen this game before, you know, like I said, I highly recommend, if you have a group of friends or a board game group that you attend, 2 to 4 players. It says it's about 45 to 75 minutes, which seems to be on average what we have gotten every time we've played it. And higher player counts doesn't seem to really increase the overall playtime, because every single time someone goes and they make a toxic potion, that thing's moving. So it doesn't matter if you have 2 people, 3 people, 4 people, the game is going to end. It just may end before you get to have more turns in a higher player count versus 2 player, where you get a lot more turns to churn out a bunch of different potions. But yeah, that's going to be it for me for tonight. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and next time we will be jumping into probably some more dungeon oh man, some more I don't know, Vagrant Song. I'm kind of back and forth. There's a lot of different games I want to try. I want to learn Skyrim again. I want to get that on the table. I'm all over the place. But yeah, that is going to be it for this game, at least from the solo perspective. If we do end up streaming this again in the future and Amber wants to play Chemical Overload, I am more than happy to play a 2-player game of this over and over again. And I think it would be cool to have that on the channel for people to see the differences. So that may be something to look out for. But that is it for today. I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll catch you on the next one. Yep.
Tavern.